Hello everyone, I decided to do a day in the life of a PhD student, and as you can tell, here I am, freshly waking up. JK, I planned this. Obviously you can see the bed is completely messed up, and that's because it's 5:52 in the morning, and I actually was up grading. I actually ended up recording this previously because I knew that this was going to be crap, and showing you, wow, look at this. So literally throughout the night, I worked at my desk doing most of the work of grading and other things so that students can have their grades, and then literally sat at my other chair that was not in my office so I could kind of get a variety or a change of scenery when it came to doing my work. I, for some reason, ended up doing these scenes. I usually listen to ASMR, but then decided, you know what, I'm going to spend time looking for clips or videos in the background that I never usually do, and started to look for different ones. As you can tell, there's a bunch that you can do for like chill backgrounds. And again, I usually do ASMR, but then decided, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go and do the one that I like, which ended up being this like fireplace, which literally just sounded like a fireplace and was very calming with no music. As I finally finished selecting what video I wanted in the background, I just got back to work, as you can see, grading and commenting on my students' papers. I continued to grade throughout the night, but this is just literally to show you that the sun is starting to come up and that it was literally like 6 something in the morning. It was 6:35. So obviously not very happy to see that, but glad to know that that much sun comes into my apartment because I didn't know that. Then, of course, back to me grading before I have to go to campus, and I want to make sure that I get these done, so I just spent the rest of the morning doing that. As, of course, I had to get ready for school, I ended up packing up all my things, like my chargers for my laptop, and then also double-checking that if there was anything on my desktop that I had been working on, that I had transferred it over to my laptop before I went to school, because I definitely did not want to not have the stuff I worked on all night on my laptop. Every morning before I go to school, I end up taking my plants out of my office in the living room and putting them into my guest room because it actually has the best lighting, and I want to make sure that they get as much sun because I don't know how much they get when I'm usually not around. And again, just leaving them there, it's like their little spare room. When it comes to my breakfast routine, it's pretty consistent. I either usually have cereal or oatmeal, and this day I decided to kind of have some oatmeal because it also was really cold. And also I usually try, if I'm going to cook, I get meal boxes delivered. Make sure that I take the meat usually out of the freezer so it can defrost. And finally, I'm on my way to school, which again, it's bright as hell. Also, I was really happy because I didn't have to park super far and I was too exhausted to really walk. As you can see here, this is actually me taking care of a section. So basically the way that it works is undergrads have these big classes, and then they have like these specialized little classes where usually it's about 25 students. And this is me just having my students trying to work on a project. I'm TAing research methods for psychology. So right now they're just focusing on data collection that they just did and analyzing it. So I'm just kind of working through it with them and explaining kind of how we're going to do the study. Unfortunately, I literally just go home to do more work and just try and figure out something that I can get done. Because again, even though I finished grading their assignments, I want to grade stuff that they did in their section, as well as answer emails and work on things for myself. Eventually, I decided to get MLED Baker on my laptop so I can kind of have something in the background while I get ready to cook. But in the meantime, I actually also end up getting pizza rolls because I need to be able to eat something. I did not have the time to cook something at that time. However, while things are cooking in the oven, I had some things already going. I decided to clean the dishes. I usually try to do that when I'm busy doing something else because dishes are not the most fun thing to do. But since I'm already in the kitchen cooking, I figured it would be easy to do this. I also took the time to just clean up the counter so that I could have that all done and focus on other things. And here's my delicious meal of my pizza rolls with, of course, a Celsius to get me through. And I guessed it, I'm literally back to work doing some more things before I end up trying to wind down for the night. So as the day went on, I finished cleaning, I finished cooking, put stuff away, did some work, and this is me just getting ready for bed. So again, this kind of includes me putting stuff away into my bag for tomorrow, as well as taking out anything that is important. I also take the time, because it's earlier in the day, this was on Monday, to make sure that I fill my pill packet or pill pack or whatever the heck you want to call it, because I do take medication for mental health and physical stuff, and I always want to make sure I don't forget it. So I do have like a morning thing, like for example, my thyroid medication, and then just other things that I need to do, but just making sure I take care of that. Then I finally start to get ready for bed, including just putting some things that I have next to me away, like some journals and things like that. And again, just plugging in my computer and making sure that I'm all good to go. And of course, due to the all-nighter and everything and how late I went, this is me the next day, getting ready for work. Except for the fact that it is literally 4:34 in the afternoon. I'm in a meeting. I have an extreme bad migraine and I've been sitting in the dark for most of the day. So there it was.